Welcome back into the Keys411 show here on the X104.9 Key West. And 13 people have nothing better to do on a Sunday than look at us on the internet.
Sweet.
So welcome to you guys at home, joining us for our first live broadcast from the station here.
You're right.
Something that we're going to try to. We've been perfecting the filming.
It only took 10 weeks.
Well, I mean, you know, you can't.
For sure.
You can't swim in the Olympics until you can dive into a kiddie pool without killing yourself.
This is true.
So we're going to try to do this every week.
Yeah.
How is your week, brother?
So far, so good. Staying dry the last couple of days.
My goodness, the sun came out.
Right.
Nearly blinded me in my living room. I mean, that's how dark and gloomy it's been.
Bro, I had to pull out the kayak again just to get to work.
It's been definitely a rainy season for us, and hopefully the end of
the H word season.
The H word, as there's one entering the Gulf now.
Right.
Heading for New Orleans, man.
Yeah.
The Gulf Coast is. Listen, I don't even know, man. I don't know if
they got the 2020 luck of the draw.
I don't know. That's like the 11th. I don't know how many named storms it's been, but how many they hit? They've had at least 7 in the Gulf. Yeah,
my buddy in right by New Orleans, he stopped hitting me up, telling me another storm's coming. You know, he'd tell me, give me updates. He stopped hitting me up.
Man.
Just one of those things you just probably get tired of talking about.
Oh, so, and I hit you up at work the other day. I said Mike's weather page was coming on.
Right.
And in the so Mike weather page, if you guys are in the coastal areas or near coastal areas, Mike's weather page on Facebook. He's not a meteorologist, but he's a beer drinking meteorologist.
He's our kind of
he's a simple man's meteorologist.
Right.
He's an enthusiast of weather, and
we've
talked about it before.
Yeah.
Hey, he gave Tiki Bar Nation a shout out.
It was cool.
Yeah. So in the beginning, they kind of he don't do much. So I just kind of said, hey, Mike. He was talking about tiki stuff.
Yeah.
So I said, hey, Mike, check out Tiki Bar Nation on Facebook. So if anybody's listening, go to Tiki Bar Nation on Facebook. It's a cool page of people's backyard tiki bars.
Right.
And sure enough, Mike was like, I love tiki stuff. Thanks, Webb. And then it was like, put it up, and like 800 people got to see it. So
nice.
Hopefully Tiki Bar Nation takes lights up and gets some more people in it.
Which is one of our other ventures.
Oh, you guys are going to hear all about it soon. All about it soon.
Yeah, so we'll see how this live Facebook works for us today, and just bear with us.
So far, so good. We're all wireless here. This is
the only issue we're going to have is Facebook doesn't like the copywritten music.
That's right.
So we're going to work around, try to work around. So bear with us. But it's one of those things if you want to watch us live.
Well, the workaround.
Not that this is much to look at right here, but
not a lot to look at.
It's one of those things.
But walks Sweet G.
Sweet G.
Sweet G has joined us again on here on Sunday.
Yeah.
So the workaround also too is we can play local music,
right,
and local musicians, and we'll leave that on when we do a local rock block. We'll leave that on. So that'll be people from the Keys that have permission to play their stuff
up and down the Keys, right.
If you want to follow along at home while we go to breaks, you can go to xkeywest.com and listen to what we play, and that will be how you fill in the blanks, because you'll see us sitting here picking our nose.
Drinking some
and don't worry, we're still recording. We're still going to have our little clips, so if you like the little clips throughout the week, we're still going to have our little teasers and whatnot.
Right.
I know Miss Cheryl up in Connecticut likes the
she's
super fan number 1, right?
She definitely is.
I let her. She was the first fan that I let know we were doing this.
Yeah.
So if she's listening and watching,
she'll get definitely one of our swag bags here at some point.
We're going down the swag bag route soon, huh?
We got to, man.
Okay.
Yeah, these fans, look, if they're going to sit there and listen and support us, it's one of those things. Look, I don't got a lot of money I can give you, but we got some stickers, maybe a T-shirt or koozie or something.
Well, let's get into some music.
Yeah, for sure.
What do you got coming up for the first little block?
Some Edgar Winter. This is one of those songs that I was trying to explain to you the other day. If you heard the song, I know you heard it. It was one of those ones. I'm like, let's throw this in the mix, and I was trying to explain it by just making all these weird sounds. There's not really any words in this song. It's Frankenstein by Edgar Winter
on the X104.9 Key West.
It is what it is, and it be what it be. And it be what it be, and it be what it be, and it be what it be. what it be.
Welcome back into the Keys 411 show, and that intro music only means one thing. Our buddy Sweet G is in the house. Sweet G, how you doing, brother?
All right.
Is that, you have a beer huggy as your mic cushion?
Yeah, you sure does.
Yeah, it does. That's a cheap way of going out.
No, that's a Sweet G way.
That's a Sweet G. Got my beer huggy microphone.
Yeah.
So what's going on today, Sweet G?
Okay, today is Key West legend, living dead legend, Robert the Doll.
So
116 years old.
116. Now, this Robert the Doll, I've never seen him, Sweet G. Is it one of those things where you only need to see one time and that's it, or do you know?
Well, he's worldwide, no, but he's about, I don't know, about 4 foot, whatever. It's straw, but
Now, you've seen him.
yeah, I've seen him. I've seen him like twice.
All right, so I've heard some crazy stuff about going to see him. Anything
Okay.
crazy?
Yeah,
Really?
If you seen the movie Chucky, right?
Yeah.
That is how, what you call it,
They made it based
Robert the
off of-
Doll was made.
Really?
Yeah, so that's how that they got that movie from, Robert the Doll.
The premise of it, right?
Right.
Okay, so still tell me what you went and seen him, like how many times have you seen him?
I'd say about 4 times, maybe.
Okay.
Maybe.
Now, each time, have you experienced anything? Is there anything crazy going on?
Yeah. Okay. First people out there, if you gonna go see him, East Martella Tower, the tower by the airport.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Now you need to ask him to take a picture. I know it sounds silly because if you don't, let's say you got a cell phone,
Okay.
take a picture of him in a cell phone,
Yep.
and you don't ask. Well, you might as well just throw away that cell phone right now because you're gonna have to go buy a new one and get a new plan and all 9 yards.
It's like that, huh?
He does got what do you call it, powers.
Yeah, he
and-
does, huh? So
Yeah.
so when you go in, and you asked him permission, or
Yeah, you have to say, "Can I take a picture of you?"
no? But did you?
Oh yeah,
You did.
through my mind. I said,
Right,
right.
Give him the
I don't want to
respect,
feel silly. You know,
It's not like you're a tourist and going back home. You live here. You don't need him coming anywhere
Right.
near you, right?
right. So, and another thing is,
Yeah.
my mother's friend of mine.
Okay.
Well, he knows me too, but anyway, he took a picture without asking.
Oh.
He lives all the way in, not Tampa, the other above
farther?
Tampa. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's in Florida. So
Okay.
he drove out of the fort.
Okay.
Flat tire on his car. The camera did not work anymore.
Wow.
So that's one of the
I've heard
stories.
stories. I don't. I'm okay with Robert. I don't need to meet him. I don't need to hang out with him. I've seen him on pictures.
I ain't going.
I don't mess around with that type of stuff, man. It's one of those things.
Y'all can
where-
have that.
And then another one.
Yeah.
I was on the ghost tour.
Oh
thing.
yeah.
Right.
Which
So
I've heard
they-
are really good too.
Yeah, they're okay.
Yeah.
Right. So a person took a picture. A lady took a picture. I said, "Did you ask?" She said, "No." I said, "Okay. We'll find out what happens."
Right.
She walks out going to the trolley. She
Uh-huh.
fell, busted her elbow. I said, "That's Robert."
That's the stuff right there that they talk about.
I tell you. And then I saw him move in the box.
You saw him move.
Right.
Oh, okay. So now we're getting somewhere.
Yeah.
All right. So you were just walking through. Were there people
Yeah.
around? Was it
it
just
was
you?
me and my ex-wife at the time.
Okay.
That was like about 4 or 5 years ago.
I gotcha.
Right. Because she
Something else we
was
learned
born
about
and raised
Sweet G
here.
today?
She was born and raised here,
Okay.
but she never went. So
All
we
right.
went there. We took a picture out, whatever, and we walked around upstairs, came down, and I seen him. He was sitting straight first,
right.
and then all of a sudden he was like relaxing, just
Okay.
chilling. I was like, oh man, that doll moved. I didn't say no. I told her myself
Yeah,
that. I was like,
yeah.
I ain't gonna freak her out.
You ain't gonna freak her out, yeah.
Hey, keep on walking. Just keep on walking. Bye, Robert. All right, later.
Yeah, because I can only imagine you tell a girl, right? To see if you asked her if you saw it move,
And
right?
they're gonna look at you like, what?
Yeah, they would have been
crazy.
Yeah, no, that wouldn't be a good outcome.
No.
So you see it move, and was that the last time you went and saw him, or
Yeah.
did you go? Yeah, okay. Now, do you plan on seeing him? Anytime?
Well, I should make another return because I wrote him a birthday card a couple years ago.
Well, I was about to say, Sweet G, you visit him this much, he might get upset if you don't continue to visit him.
See, that's what I'm thinking.
And you don't want that.
Right, that's what I'm thinking too.
So I just to be safe, I'm not telling you to do this, but maybe every couple of years, you just make a trip down there, say what's up, pay him the respect, let him know he's still the G on the block, right?
Right. I mean, everybody, the whole wide world is talk about when you Travel Channel.
Yeah.
The most, scariest whatever.
Right.
There you go. So.
Yeah, that guy's not to be messed with, man. There's a lot of people in Key West that claim to be tough and bad, but that guy is truly tough and bad, right?
They keep on moving him, so I guess apparently he's getting too old.
Hey, it's either that or he's doesn't like to be in one place the whole time.
Exactly, because
eternity.
they keep on moving him all over the place.
Yeah.
You can't do that.
Yeah, he was on tour for a while, right?
Yeah.
He went across a couple states.
And he's made out of straw, so how long does straw last? 116 years old.
116 years so far, right?
Right, so far. So
right.
good.
Yeah. All right, well, let's get back into some music here, and let's see what's going on after that.
Sweet.
Go ahead.
Sweet G, you gonna hang out a little bit?
Oh, yeah, no problem. It is what it is, and it be what it be.
Nice. We're going to basically get into a little radio spot here, advertiser.
All right.
I'm getting some Mumford & Sons after that. WXKW.
X104.9, Key West.
Key Weird Radio.
We always go to B.O.'s Fish Wagon for a good fish sandwich, fresh fish, shrimp tacos, fish tacos. But did you know they also have one of the best hamburgers in town? Yeah, the B.O. Burger. Awesome. Even if you need a hot dog and you're looking for the best hot dog in town, go to B.O.'s Fish Wagon right on Caroline Street, the corner of Caroline and William, where you can get any damn thing you want as long as you want it on a loaf of Cuban bread. B.O.'s Fish Wagon, the best in Key West.
Yeah.
Hey, so B, we had an interesting day yesterday.
We did.
Went and took our concealed permit class.
We sure did. Kind of joined the ranks of other fellow Americans that just, feel the need to, these times that, just different times right now. It's not necessarily something that I'm used to, but
yeah.
I think because Florida has the laws, it enables you to have that peace of mind. I know that when I go up to the mainland, man, it's a different world. So I'm not really worried about down here for my safety. But you go up to that mainland, you kind of forget how to live in the mainland in the sense of what goes on.
And you know what I call the mainland?
Yeah.
Insane land. I'm not. The islands are where I need to be at.
Which definitely is. But yeah, no, it was a good time, wasn't it?
Yeah, I know. And the girls both too.
They did. The girls partaked, and I couldn't be more happier. I've always said this anytime I've taken my lady shooting, man. She's a better shot than I am. So hopefully not. It doesn't happen one day, but I do feel confident that she'll know where the target's at least if something happens. Not saying that pull the trigger, but it is one of those things that you can only ask for so much safety in life.
Miss Brandy's, she's pretty handy with the steel because she used to go bird hunting with her dad.
Sure.
So my wife she's like plucking birds out of the sky, man. Like, I mean, that's cool for a girl with like to
That's
be.
why I'm glad she's on our side.
I know. She's a crack shot, so she goes in. We were shooting that little Walther P22, I think.
Yep, it was.
That was a fun little gun, actually.
Very fun. No kick,
accurate, light.
Right. It was one of those that fit perfect in your hands. It's just one of those things.
Well, also to be easy to conceal.
It's true that.
7 yards, baby. 7 yards in a cloud of smoke.
Yeah, and give a shout out to the Cudjoe Gun Range.
Big Coppet. Big Coppet Gun
Coppet.
Club. I started to wear my shirt today. I forgot to wear my Big Coppet Gun Club shirt.
Yeah.
I only wear it when I mean business. Because I want people to see it and go, oh,
right.
I bet he's strapped.
Or at least wonder.
Big Coppet Gun Club, little place here between where we live in Marathon and Key West.
Yeah.
Good little range.
Yep. Yep.
everything you need there, rounds and. I
didn't get the owner's name, but yeah,
I don't know the owner's name.
Yeah,
I heard they
time.
used to rent weapons, or just they've sold their weapons and can't rent them right now, or something. So if you're coming to town and you want to go place to shoot, Big Cop and Gun Club, it's a public range. It's a decent time, and we also should give a shout out to our buddy Mark Sinmartin, who
put it on the class to begin with. Yeah,
he's the nationally certified. What is the club? The NRA, what's the club? Mm-hmm. But he's certified to teach the class. Very informative.
Up in Marathon.
Made it to where whether you have knowledge of weapons, to all the way down to people who didn't have knowledge of weapons.
Sure.
He made it very, very easy to understand.
No, it seemed like the girls, learned a lot. There was a few things I learned. I was more interested in the stand your ground laws and how that affects,
Well, so there's a couple of things that I saw on one of the slides.
Yeah.
And it was the way you held the gun. And, of course, there was a double, like the Starsky and Hutch one.
Yep.
So if you can see me at home.
Like standard police,
old
standard
school
police
right?
stance, yeah.
So then there was just like the one where you're just like this, right?
Right, one-handed.
Well, then it was like this was an actual.
That was the casual.
So the casual. No, I ain't got the casual yet.
Okay.
I got the casual. So then there was one. It was this one. There was a kill shot.
Yeah.
Sideways kill shot. Yeah. Unbelievable.
Right.
That is a technique apparently.
Well, I think enough gangsters have done it.
Made famous by Ice Cube.
Right. L.A.
Boys in the Hood.
L.A. rap.
But the casual one. Was incredible.
We say casual because that's all you can explain.
It was a cross between Dirty Harry and Zero F's Given.
Sure.
The animation or the drawing, on the slide had the dude's hand in one pocket, like he couldn't give a crap.
Nope.
Right, and he was just pointing.
And it was a casual hand in the pocket.
Just like. In a second, he's going to put the gun down and then flip the hamburgers.
Well, I mean, he was in his khaki Dockers.
He was in Dockers, obviously.
Right.
So
loafers.
Somebody had screwed up at a cookout is what's going on in that picture. No, not that cooler. That's my beer.
That's pretty much what it was.
Yeah, not my Bud Light Orange. But yeah, so anyway, Mark Sidmartin, the cash flow, jewelry and pawn.
Yep.
Excellent dude.
Yep.
Count him as a friend.
Yep.
Keys411 does production and stuff, video production, and we do quite a bit. But Mark's son Dante is the head guru, producer guy at Marathon High School for all their stuff.
Right.
And been working with them a little bit. And his son is super sharp in this stuff. I can't wait to
you seem
put
to
in work
be
for us.
for sure, right? You seem to be helping him out with the football game stuff and getting in the right direction with getting online.
It was hard for me not to film in circles. So
sure.
Any of my dirt track fans out there, listening, you'll understand the joke. Usually I'm filming in circles,
Right.
And the track was blue. And one of my friends said, "Hey man, that dirt's weird color." But I wasn't. I was filming high school football.
Right.
Yeah, I enjoyed that.
No, it was a good time.
I don't get behind the camera much for racing anymore.
Right.
I may January. I don't know. I got to see if I can be furloughed from TheKeys411.com to go do some racing.
We'll do a live spot with you out there while we're here.
Well, all right. Well, Sweet G's still here. We're going to get back with him in a few minutes. What kind of music are we getting back into, brother?
Well, we got a little promo spot first and then some Red Hot Chili Peppers.
On the X 104.9 Key West.
You put the line in the coconut, you drink them both up.
So, Eric, tell me, where did you get that beautiful box of fresh fruits and vegetables?
I got it from MacEdwardsProduce.com.
MacEdwardsProduce.com?
Yeah, they delivered it straight to my door.
But doesn't Mac Edwards Produce usually deliver to restaurants, hotels, and other establishments?
They sure do, but during the pandemic, they have a new home delivery option for people that would like to have food delivered straight to their homes. Simply go to MacEdwardsProduce.com, choose the home delivery option, and put your food box together. It's easy and simple to use, and the best part is that it's free delivery anywhere in the Keys.
Doesn't it usually cost more to buy direct from a food distributor?
Mac Edwards Produce has been serving South Florida since 1941. Wholesale prices, direct to consumer, no delivery fees. Everything that you would expect in quality from a food distributor with fruits, vegetables, dairy, frozen seafood, and much more.
MacEdwardsProduce.com?
MacEdwards.com. Wholesale prices, no delivery fees, direct to your door.
I know where I'm going grocery shopping. I'm going to MacEdwardsProduce.com.
Call me in the morning.
We hadn't had too many bright, sunshiny days around here.
That's why I played that song.
Yeah, it's nice today, though. We finally got the
we finally did.
big orange ball. So, so last week after the show, remember we had the ladies here, the supervisors, the bosses of us.
Sure. It was a good time.
We took them to La
Trattoria, yeah.
La Trattoria.
Right there on Duval. I think they have 2 locations, so we'll say the one on Duval.
And it had a great little window seat.
I love that little place.
You know, you get all the tourists come by, peeking in to see what you're eating.
Yeah. No, it seems like I get that spot every time, so I'm glad you enjoyed it as well.
No, I enjoyed it. Yeah, no, it's a little bit of a fishbowl, but I think it's cool for the restaurant to have it so that people can see people in there enjoying their food.
Yeah.
But you also get a great vantage point of Duval Street.
You people watch right there, no problem.
Oh, no problem. We didn't even see what the beer prices were. Maybe you can sit there and drink beer. I don't know.
I'm sure you could, man.
But
there's a lot going on that last week as well.
So this week typically is.
Well, last week was the start of
Fantasy Fest.
Right.
So anybody listening at home or watching us on our live broadcast, Fantasy Fest is basically like Naked Time for adults.
On steroids.
Right. With probably some mix of illegal, illicit, something or another.
And if it's not illegal next year, it will be.
Yeah. So we got to see. I'm going to mention this, and I know this is going to ruffle some feathers, but hear
controversial.
Me out. It's controversial, yeah.
Right.
We got to see the BLM protest go by.
No, it's not your standard though BLM protest.
No, it was not the BLM that everybody gets up in arms about.
Right.
This was the Black Lingerie Matters parade.
Right. Which was awesome.
It was awesome.
I mean, if it's the first annual, I think it was, but
it was only awesome in the sense that okay, I see what you did there.
Right.
I see how you played that.
Yep.
And I don't know if awesome's the word about what you see when it drove by. Interesting.
I know that Fantasy Fest is not about awesome views all the time.
It's not awesome.
It's more about interesting views. Like, now,
like
good for you.
But even the dudes were wearing black lingerie in the Black Lingerie Matters parade.
This is true. But that's one of the things that I like, man. I do.
It's
not like meaning I'm secure with my manhood in the sense of things, but no, you know what I mean. I love seeing, regardless of what men and women.
What night was tutu night? Where everybody wore a tutu around town?
Actually, that was just Tuesday. They were just selling them. It was Tuesday night.
It was Tuesday night.
Tuesday night.
Tuesday.
There you go.
So there's usually like the zombie ride or zombie bike ride.
Right.
It was
local parade.
Yep.
That kind of stuff.
And they had that too.
Yeah.
What was the pirate ship I saw go down to?
That was part of the. That was part of the actual parade, unofficial parade.
Yeah, they come from Tampa.
They came from Tampa.
I've heard a lot about the Tampa people.
Yeah.
The Tampa people are
no
like,
joke, man.
Ain't no party like a Tampa Bay party. Cause Tampa Bay party don't stop.
Yeah, and you ain't stopping people when they want to come down to party.
Tampa was, they came of a huge number of folks. As far as and last Sunday there was on the station was the adult entertainer. Yeah, was here.
Right.
And
it's a good time.
Yeah. That was interesting.
Well, of course it was.
I was here just to produce the video.
Adult entertainment.
And I had some questions did arise. Can you say
adult here too, right?
Can you say adult entertainer and arise in the same sentence?
I think
is there
any FCC?
That goes together.
So there was lots of interesting conversation that night. But I was asking questions like, well, you know how like you're at work and it's kind of like the end of the day,
right? And
you start kind of running like, I need to hit the bank, you pick up some milk. The Brandy's told me to go get some. Like, do adult film stars, do they
got a list?
Do they go over there like on their way home kind of list
while they're working?
While they're working, that's the kind of stuff I was asking. I knew all the other stuff.
Right.
I'm 46. I
knew very well.
I know what the Learning Channel is.
Yes.
The Learning Channel.
Right.
Not TLC, but the Learning Channel.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was an interesting night.
No, I bet it was. It sounded like it was a good time though.
But you were here yesterday.
Yeah.
So, give me a percentage of seeing and not worth seeing.
Yeah. Well, honestly, it was pretty interesting because I wasn't expecting the turnout of people that were walking.
Because everything has been canceled.
Because
there's been no Key West endorsed Fantasy Fest this year.
But what I'm learning is that there's some rebels out there that don't fight for your right to party is obviously one of those mottos that people have.
I coined this though yesterday.
Did you?
Mile 0 Fs were given.
I like that.
Mile 0 Fs were given.
That's about what it was.
Yeah.
But yeah, there was definitely quite a few bare-naked ladies out there. And
was anybody dressed up like COVID-19?
I didn't see any. It was a good attempt at people still trying to have a good time.
No, I don't fault them. I'm just being silly.
No, of course no. On a situation that we're all going through. But we walked right by quite a few people that definitely had their body parts out.
Well,
there ain't nothing wrong with that.
I'm waiting till I'm 70.
I love about Fantasy Fest.
I'm waiting till when I'm 70.
Yeah.
If I'm still mobile.
Sure.
If I'm still, I probably have a sense of humor at 70. But that's when I'm hanging out in the Garden of Eden. I'm gonna be in flip flops and a baseball cap.
Yeah.
Welcome back into the TheKeys411 show. Try to act like I've done it before now. But we had a little malfunction with some of our cameras, but
it's not really malfunction. It's just one of those things.
Yeah, batteries. A battery went out.
Yeah.
So B, we got a new endeavor at TheKeys411.com.
Well, we're trying. We start out. We're a small business, so it's not like we had a big budget. Our parents didn't inherit us $1 million to start our lifelong dream. So it took a while for us just to even start our little bit of a lifelong dream of being
small
business owners. And
so we've been in the market for a large format printer.
Right.
We've been,
and then due to COVID's
killed the search.
Yeah, because the printers for the most part are made overseas.
Yep. Can't get any motherboards. Can't get anything.
Can't get nothing. So kind of put a lot of things on hold. We were kind of scrambling to spend some money on something before the end of the year for tax purposes and expenses and so forth. And it was kind of funny, right, the other day?
Yeah, so sitting there the other day, doing some work, editing and whatnot, and a friend of mine was trying to unload a large format printer. Decent one.
Yeah.
A really good one.
No, nice little SureColor 6000.
Yeah, and my friend was like, hey, if you know somebody that's looking,
right,
this is the price. And if you could get more for it, you could keep it.
Right.
And I was like, well, hey.
How about if I just give you the price?
I'll buy it for that price right now.
Right.
And so it's really worked out. So we're on our way. We're not printing yet.
No, we just got it Friday.
Yeah. But we will be in the we'll be doing stickers and menus, T-shirts, anything printed.
Hats and socks and...
Well, I was in the game for a minute. I was in the game of a marathon for a couple minutes. I had one opportunity at one place, which I'm not going to mention the name of that place.
Right.
And I had another opportunity, which the second opportunity that I spent in it was with my good buddy Ronald Abdor up in Miami.
Sure.
And he had come down for briefly trying to make things work. Turns out, he made a good decision leaving with COVID on the horizon. We didn't know.
Yep.
But he actually taught me a lot that I didn't learn in previous situation.
Yep.
So we have a lot of knowledge and a lot of ability when it comes to printing and stuff. So be on the lookout. You can go to the website when we get ready. We'll certainly add some videos and show what we're capable of and what we're printing.
Yeah, it's just going to be another piece in our arsenal in a sense of. We do a lot of multimedia, mass media, and everything, digital. But this kind of gets us into the real world for people's needs. So I know Key West, they go through, stickers and koozies and all kinds of things, left and right with the tourists coming and going. So all we're going to try to do is just fit right in the niche, not really take over, not try to overcome, just fit in.
Just get our little piece of the pie down
there's
here.
crumbs enough for on this island for us.
We'll have stickers everywhere now.
Yeah, no, I'm excited. I'm a sticker freak, man. I love putting stickers other places where there's other stickers, and
I put a Ron John's Key West sticker here on the ceiling in the studio.
Nice.
See it?
I do. I didn't know that was you.
Well, yeah, we need to start doing that.
Well, then the second sticker up there will be ours.
But yeah, it's just funny how the universe or whatever like puts things in your path when you're
No, for sure.
It's been an experience for us in that manner anyway.
It definitely is. It's one of those things where I think the universe is going, look, don't get discouraged, guys. Definitely don't leave the islands or anything like that. So we can't get you the 54-inch, but here's a 24 to start you out with inch printer. So I think it's going to do just fine just to start us out in the game.
Yep, and we'll be able to do banners and everything.
I'm excited about just putting some stickers together and getting them out there for people and having a good time with the printer.
Well, remember the old days, like when you would buy like your surf shirts and your skater shirts, like you would always get the stickers came with it.
They came with the sticker.
Like it was almost as important as the garb. But
sure.
did you see that new Santa Cruz shirt? Right. But did you see the sticker? Like the screaming ham, right?
Yeah.
Was that Santa Cruz? That was Santa Cruz.
That was Santa Cruz. It was, yeah.
Yeah. So stickers are actually big down here. All the charter companies have stickers. Charter boats have the stickers.
Yep.
All the restaurants seem to have the stickers.
Yep.
Every business that's in a mile marker area has that sticker for their.
You want your tourists to go take your sticker back home, place it on a fire hydrant somewhere in their town, and let it sit there for about 5 years.
Our backyard in Alabama, we had Mile Zero sign.
Yeah.
I mean, of course we did.
No, for sure. And if you got a tiki bar at home, that's where you're going to take the sticker, right? Throw it on your tiki bar.
Well, not to mention Tiki Bar Nation.
All right.
Tiki Bar Nation's a Facebook page we have, and it's a collection. And a lot of people who
sign up or
follow me on Facebook, are also there.
Right.
But there'll be some Tiki Bar Nation garb and swag coming up soon.
Yeah, definitely. We're going to be definitely handing out some free stuff once we start printing here. I'm excited. It's one of those things, right? Baby steps into things that we want to do. There's people down here in Key West that irritate me because they live a lifestyle that I want to live. And
that sounds like jealousy, bro.
No. Jealousy would be like, I want to kill those people. Right? This is more just like,
he does not reflect a total.
No, just envious more than anything. It's definitely not jealousy because if they can do it, it's not hateful, And I know you're playing, but it's one of those things. I love seeing other people live a lifestyle that they want, and that's kind of what brought me down here is a lifestyle that I want to live, and I think this will get us there. We'll be able to enjoy some days just doing nothing, roaming around Key West streets and handing out swag, picking up new customers, and being on the radio.
Yeah, this is probably one of the biggest curveballs for me. I'm sure you.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't expect this opportunity.
No,
and it's not that I was would ever turn it down by no stretch of the imagination. Yeah. But I think it came along at the perfect time. I was getting when COVID first hit. I was just like, okay, what can I do with myself? As far as like keeping my mind busy, because you and I were saying we spent 2.5 years just rolling things around our mind, and then all of a sudden you're telling me I got to sit around another 6 to 8 months or another year.
Yeah, when we just started.
Yeah, we just got started, so that's where the real estate came from. That was something to occupy my time.
Right.
And then also this came along at the right time because it keeps us in the production mind.
It does.
It keeps us in planning things.
And there's some fun in it.
And there's some fun in it. I mean, would you ever in a million years would it?
No.
It's told yourself, I couldn't even have wished to be on the radio in Key West. Why would you wish that? That seems like a pretty insurmountable thing.
I'm right there with you.
No, of course.
Yeah.
But we have the opportunity. We're both music dudes. I mean, I love music. I listen to more music than I watch television, probably.
This is true.
So this is a perfect way for us to still stay in our field, still keep sharp.
Sure.
There's not a lot of things going on. The ultimate goal of the program is to keep people informed about Key West and what's going on.
No, definitely.
And there's really nothing officially going on right now. I can't really authenticate anything because everything's underground.
No.
I can't really put my seal of approval on something because Florida's still kind of a dumpster fire when it comes to COVID.
And you're hesitant to even announce anything because things
get canceled all the time. Yeah,
you don't want to be a misinformation type of person.
No, and you certainly don't want to be. You don't like. We were coming down as we were driving down. We noticed, wow, we must have seen 15 troopers going back the other way,
in the other direction, right?
And you had mentioned that you felt like that they got caught off guard by as many people that came. For the fake Fantasy Fest or faux Fantasy Fest.
Yep. Planes haven't stopped flying in. Not that they stop, but when there's abundance, that actually it's a busy weekend. coming down the other day, coming down today. Even Marathon, their airport is full. Private jets.
Nobody can go out of the country.
Yeah.
And these are the only Caribbean islands you can drive to.
Sure.
So,
makes sense to me.
Yeah, sure. And you get to feel if you're in the Caribbean when you're here.
Yeah.
Especially going out on the water and whatnot.
And then if you get enough people like-minded, you can say, canceled or not, we're having our own Fantasy Fest. And that's what happened, right?
But it's something you can't, like, from our brand standpoint,
yeah.
I just feel like we can't endorse anything right now because it's just, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to endorse anything right
No,
now.
I'd rather us just like you agreed, and also say that let's just lay low.
Yep.
Our time will come.
Yep.
We're having fun.
Yep. Honing our skills.
Yep. Gives us an excuse to be here every week. We could bring
Listen,
the girls down.
There's no greater reward for our ladies than having an afternoon without us. So, listen.
This is true.
Brandy's never objected to this. I haven't heard Susanna say, I wish you guys wouldn't do this. So, no. An afternoon without us at home is probably glorious to the ladies.
I would imagine. I would imagine.
Now.
They say they're miserable, but I doubt it.
They missed you all afternoon.
Yeah.
No, you didn't.
They're definitely not waiting by the door like my two little chihuahuas, man. You know.
Oh, speaking of your chihuahua, that's your chihuahua on your shirt, ain't it?
Yeah, I got this as a gift. I got Largo on my shirt. So if you tune in,
that dog right there is not the same mean dog with the hackles.
That's why she takes the pictures that she does. She's gangster, but
what's her? She has an Instagram.
She does. It's Largo Gone Fargo on Instagram, but she cameras around, pictures around. She's a sweetheart, but yeah, you don't step in her hood. She'll shank you.
Listen, that dog a few times I think I think tried to pull a blade on me, man.
Yeah, we rescued her
in the beginning.
For those of you that don't know, we rescued her in a bad part of California. My girlfriend and I drove about 2.5 hours away from our hometown to rescue her because she was in a high kill shelter, and we saw her. She was malnutrition, and literally we drove a few hours, and it wasn't even a guarantee that we were going to get her. And sure enough, she actually liked me, and she didn't like any other males that had been interviewed, if you want to say it that way. And so since then, man, she's just been, my second daughter.
She was so sad today when we were leaving. She wanted to come. So you could probably bring her.
I know, but when we have a guest, that might,
we'll have to bring Largo and Boo Boo one time.
We definitely will.
Do I bring Benji? But Benji's his own kind of guy, isn't he?
I think Benji would do good on the.
I don't know, man. He likes to go to new places.
He does, yeah.
And then pee.
Marcus territory.
Yeah, he'll pee. He'll pee at anybody's house, and I can't.
Right.
And it's not like he's peeing because he's doesn't know better.
Right.
He's peeing
because he can.
No, he's old.
He's old.
He's probably 70 in dog years. He doesn't care.
Right.
Welcome back into the Keys 411 show, where we gave you a little Living Color. That was a good band back in the day, and I don't ever really know what happened to them. They were like, here we are.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Poof.
They almost got replaced by a Rage Against the Machine type, band where they were like, okay, we won't have Living Color, but we got Rage.
Oh, and COVID stopped the Rage. We also had Lit to start that music block.
My Own Worst Enemy.
My Own Worst Enemy.
That was for Susanna. She loves that one. She does cartwheels and stuff.
And then that one guy.
She hears that one.
I think people might know who he is. Jimmy Buffett, one particular Harbor.
Right.
That's one of my favorite songs by him, anyway.
Sure. There's quite a few songs that I get into.
Well, the mix here, man. We do a pretty good job of keeping it genres spaced out.
Sure.
But I don't want to put too. No, don't get me wrong. We're going to be island, reggae, and that kind of stuff. Heavy.
Yeah.
And island covers a lot, but it's not just Buffett. It's Zach Brown or Jack Johnson or it's a pretty wide genre, really.
It definitely is.
So I do, and some classic rock. I like throwing in upcoming. We have Melissa, great song.
Yeah.
So what do you think, B? This is our 10th show,
number
man.
10. Well, I feel a lot better. My first one, like I said, man, is a little rough there, but I think once I got the hang of it, realized what the concept was. I do like everything else. I take it home, analyze it, sleep on it, lose sleep over it, wake up, find a solution, and tackle it.
And 3 hours goes by. So we started with 2.
Right.
And we had a lot going on.
Sure.
So we took the first few shows to ease into things.
Right.
Then we brought in the cameras and the studio lights and started filming.
Mm-hmm.
And today was the first live broadcast. And we've kept a few people here and there. And again, if you're listening at home or watching on Facebook, we can't play the music.
Yeah,
now,
it's not us.
The next song coming back is a local artist, so we will play that one. But
We'll leave it on, see what they do.
Until we figure out our streaming, what we need to do to stream, and who we have to pay, ASCAP or BMI or whatever, we'll figure that out. And hopefully it's soon.
Yeah, I was thinking, I think you still shot down my idea of me dancing, a clip of me just dancing in a Borat bikini.
No, that's not only did I shoot that down, but I blew it up, buried it, and then called the EPA for the pollution that it was.
Hey, speaking of real quick,
and they took it.
And not to get into anything political at all, but have you seen that new clip of Borat and Rudy Giuliani?
When I think about you, I touch myself.
Oh my goodness, man, that guy. When you think he just can't fool anybody else, man, he pulls.
Come on, fooling Rudy? You really think fooling Rudy's all that hard?
Like I said, we're not getting too.
No, we're not going into. I'm just saying.
But it just kind of cracked me up. It caught me off guard, honestly.
Rudy's a character. Rudy's not Rudy's not even the same guy he was in 9/11.
Well, let me ask you this: do you like? I know you've been seeing the Saturday Night Live clips, but do you like the person that plays the Rudy Giuliani character and how well she does?
Of course. Sorry. Of course I do.
I forget her name, but she does them so good.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh. Good times.
Yeah, that Borat. So is that movie out yet?
It is. It's streaming. They went, it blows me away that, movie.
It's the future, bro.
Yeah, but it blows me away that, they screamed all these years that, they weren't going to survive if it wasn't in the movie theater. And now here we are, and they're going straight to streaming. So it's kind of scary at the same time because what will happen to the movie theater,
I don't go all that much.
Okay. So
I really don't. I'd much rather, we've talked about this before, about getting if it's going straight to streaming, then we go buy, the projectors are cheap now. You put a sheet up outside.
Yeah.
As long as the damn no-see-ums and the mosquitoes ain't out,
sure,
you can enjoy it. But that's what I would do. I could care less about going sit in the dark with people I don't know. And that's what got Pee Wee Herman in trouble.
Sure
Maybe
did.
him and Giuliani could go to a theater together and hang out.
Well, so with that being said, do you think that this will change? The new generation as they're going through this.
Heck yeah.
And not a need
for
the movie theater anymore.
Think about this.
Yeah.
My daughter doesn't even turn on the television.
Okay.
My daughter watches all her stuff on demand.
Yeah.
We use YouTube television,
sure,
so she can go binge watch all the shows she likes.
Yep.
Anything on Bravo, whatever she watches there,
right.
And so viewing habits have already changed.
Sure.
People are going to be more accustomed about not going anywhere.
Well, prime example is drive-ins, right?
Yeah.
Whoever said that we could live without a drive-in, and then they stopped them.
Yep. No, we had them in Alabama. We took Emmy. Emmy did get to experience the drive-in.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. I still love me a good drive-in, but what I'm getting at is that they took them away, and we made it through, right?
Evolution.
Now, it's still nostalgia to go to one, and even Walmart, I believe, was doing drive-in in the parking lot during COVID. Great idea.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
But my point is that, maybe this new generation is going to eventually see that, maybe we don't need the movie theater. It's, a whole new world, and, I don't know, but
now the one in Marathon,
yeah,
it serves beer.
Yeah.
And welcome back into the TheKeys411 show. So you guys at home, the Facebook police jacked us. So
it was inevitable.
It was inevitable. So we'll have to turn down the music, of course, when we start it.
Right.
There'll be some stuff later on. We've got some stuff planned, like commercial breaks, and there'll be some teasers from other shows we've done, and some other music and stuff. Now, I think we should, in a few minutes, try the locals thing.
Sure.
And then that will be our finger to Facebook.
Sure.
It's like, you can't stop us from doing local music.
All right. Well, either that or see if they have them in their system as well, right? But
Yeah. But
we'll find out.
But yeah, I think the stream's going pretty well, man.
Yeah. No, so far so good.
And then, like, we put the little graphic up. That way you guys know that if you want to hear the music, you can go to xkeywest.com or keysweirdradio.com. I think it takes you the same place.
Right. And that's just, once again, while the music is playing, if you want to hear the music instead of just being muted.
And that way you can kind of sync with what's going on.
Sure.
But no, so we talked about shooting a minute ago.
Yeah.
Like, what are you going to be packing, bro?
Well, since you asked, I am picking myself up. I'm a left-handed person, so my whole world has been thrown off, my entire life, for those lefties out there. So if you've ever shot a gun, you know that a bullet comes out of a gun one way. It's usually to the right. For whatever reason, they never make a left one where it shoots out to the left, or
the casing.
Yeah, the casing itself, the spent casing. Thank you. So I found that Glock is kind of left-handed friendly, so I stick with Glock. They're very powerful, well-made. It's non-American made, but it's a well-made Austrian gun, and it's one of those things where I don't have a lot of choices. It's determined off of my left-handedness, man. So my limits on gun is it's very limited. I don't get to pick like you guys on the right-handed world.
Well,
so with that being said, I do have this this, I forget what model number it is now.
17?
No, I own a 17 already.
Oh, okay.
But for my conceal, I'm going to pick up this smaller version. It's a 9 as well, but it's a smaller conceal version.
Well, there's one dude in the class, man. He was like, hey, is there like a size limit to what I can carry?
Right.
And then our buddy Mark was like,
you want to be Neo?
If you, yeah. So I could you imagine some dude trench coating up and then he's walking down the street and it sounds like wind chimes?
Right,
right. Shotguns and stuff in there.
Well, the answer to that question, for those of you out there wondering, there apparently is, once you have your conceal and you want to put a trench coat on and put as many guns and shotguns and barrels and whatever
fake
you
Rolexes
want underneath that fake Rolexes, yeah. Well, you got to pay for the guns.
At Fantasy Fest, you don't even need clothes under there.
Apparently, that's legal. You can just, as long as it's concealed under your trench coat, which kind of scares me as well.
Sure.
But I guess you can't label everybody just like gun owners. You can't label everybody a gun owner that's bad.
But the interesting thing, one of the things is, we'll trail hike around here sometimes.
Right.
And you can open carry.
Sure.
While taking part in any nature stuff.
Right.
And I'm sure.
On your way to fishing.
On your way, yeah.
Coming
fishing,
from fishing,
hunting, all those things. You can open carry with your.
Carry.
Now, you can't go into the Circle K after hiking to get Gatorade.
Right.
And you still packing your sidearm.
Right. But, it's going to be a little weird down here in the Keys if people did that. Mainland, it might be a little bit more accepted.
Bro, Arizona?
Well,
you go in Arizona,
talking,
man?
Yeah.
Dude, like, first time I went to a Walmart in Arizona.
Yeah.
Like, Walmart's scary anywhere.
Sure.
Add pistols.
Yep.
And sidearms.
Yep.
Whoa.
Well, let me tell you like this. When I drive through Arizona, when I would be driving back and forth from California to Florida, Arizona was one of those states where when I got gas, everybody that pulled up, everybody that was in the store, for the most part, was packing. They had the sidearm. And, I'm okay with that type of stuff, man. It's one of those things. It's one of our rights as an American. I don't like people infringing on my rights, so I don't infringe on other people's.
That's right. No, I mean, I'm not against it. It was just a eyebrow raising experience.
It definitely was, right?
And you see it occasionally places.
Yeah.
And I guess I never, like, I had family out, or did have family out in Wyoming, and when I was a kid, went out there in Wyoming, you'd see sidearms there.
They're open.
Now, I don't know if they're open, but
now, from my understanding, that like states like Montana, you can have open carry, open container. Drive in the back of your truck
with a 50
all
cal
at once. Yeah, with a 50 cal. Don't quote me on that, but I've heard that.
Listen, I know somebody's got a 50 cal.
Do you?
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah, I'm not gonna tell them. Secret safe with me.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, all right, brother.
Yeah, let's get back into some music.
What you got coming up?
Well, some 311 sounds good to you.
Oh, heck yeah.
Can't go wrong with that.
104.9, the X Key West. Welcome back into the Keys 411 show. Just to remind everybody, we have to turn it down for the live broadcast on Facebook. The FCC and the copyright popo, they say no.
They want my money.
Yeah, no, but hopefully we're looking into taking care of that.
Yeah.
Hopefully we'll figure it out. We won't have to do that. But for now we have to. But you can always log on to xkeywest.com and hear all the tunes. There's great shows on xkeywest.com. We have a travel show on our friend Kim Stamps on Monday night.
Monday night.
Ryan's show on Saturday. I don't know what the name of it is.
Gosh dang it.
Ryan's going to kill us now.
Yeah, especially since I sat in for
you were on his show yesterday for a minute.
It was nice.
But if you seriously, if you're sitting somewhere like Minneapolis, we'll get to Minneapolis in just a second. We'll get to that in just a second.
Sure.
But if you're sitting somewhere and it's not so Key West, you can tune in to xkeywest.com any time of day or night, really.
Right.
Now the nighttime shows are probably what you would expect out of Key West.
Well, that's when the Key Weird kind of
a little more crazier than the daytime shows.
Sure.
But there's lots of personality at this website or this station.
Right.
Gary, the sound man from hell, has put an ensemble of people of many different walks and many different.
I think we all blend together pretty well.
Sense of humor and stuff. So the Keys 411 shows every Sunday 1 to 4.
Mm-hmm.
But there's other flavors on the station.
Sure.
And certainly. If you're sitting somewhere and it's not as beautiful as it is here,
right, we can help you.
You could crack a beer.
Oh, yeah.
You could go into your garage with your space heater.
Right.
Even if you wanted to open up your umbrella to pretend like you're on the beach. And then you can listen to X Key West 104.7, xkeywest.com.
104.9.
104.9. Now, let's do some weather, brother.
All right.
Let's do some weather.
We always end up at this point to our show, and it's one of those things where, look, we're not trying to give bad news. We're trying to reinforce, people visiting the great city of Key West.
So this week, and I'm using Middle Keys because that's a good average of the whole Keys.
And let's remind people that are in warm weather. Not everybody's in warm weather right now.
No, not everybody's in warm weather.
So not everybody's in flip-flops like myself and yourself.
Oh, yeah. Wearing flip-flops to work, brother.
Yes, sir.
So coming up this week, tomorrow, high of 82, low of 78.
Ooh.
That's a good Monday. Now, there is a 99% chance of rain because we do have whatever Greek alphabet storm blowing through somewhere. It's going to give us some stuff.
Zeta. Are they on Z now or something?
So 83 Tuesday, 86 Wednesday, 86 on Thursday, 85 on Friday, and rain decreases, chances decrease as the week goes on.
I still believe that people choose rain over snow.
Sure. So, with that being said.
Yeah. You're usually going to hit me with some cold weather.
Now, here's the bad news.
Okay.
And it's not for us, it's the bad news.
Let me get my jacket on.
Yeah, just to think about
Earmuffs, mittens, galoshes. Is that what they're called?
Now, I'm excited because last week we did this, and it was a little tough. It was a little tough to swallow what the airline ticket was from Billings.
And that's the thing, is that I'm telling you, there's some weekends that you just don't want to come down for whatever reason, but there's some weekends, how do you pass it up?
There's deals to be had.
Right.
And this deal, if you guys jump on it, it's amazing.
Now, I'm going to tell you the airline name.
Okay,
I'm not going to talk bad about it.
Do you bring your own folding chair on the plane?
Okay, so that's where the fun gets in. Look, we're going to give you the best price you've probably ever heard of in your search to get to Key West. Now, normally we try to get you actually all the way down here, but with this nice weather, I think I'm going to just take you to Miami, get you in a rental car, and let you enjoy that.
We'll
drive
look up
down.
the rental car and just we're gonna do the full bore. Okay.
Got all that? Yep.
So Minneapolis today.
Okay, so I know that's in Minnesota,
right? It's in Minnesota.
Right. Okay.
It is in Minnesota,
which is the north, technically northeast, or is it not Midwest?
That's Midwest.
Okay.
I've literally driven around the entire state. I'm not kidding you.
Okay.
Duluth, cool town, man. Now, it ain't a cool town this time of year.
Sure.
But definitely July is a cool Duluth.
And I'm sure you were avoiding the whole state due to weather, not because
I was only up there for work.
Yeah.
Dirt track race. I was filming.
Sure.
Anyway, 27 degrees in Minneapolis today. And listen, I let me pull up the
no bueno there, buddy.
27 degrees.
Yeah.
And so, what's the?
My fingers and toes hurt just thinking about that.
So, and then
there is one good thing about cold weather is your beer stays cold.
You don't need a Huggy. Well, you do need a Huggy. That's just so your hand won't freeze to the beer bottle. So the rest of the week is like 30 is the high, 36. 45 on Wednesday. That's a heat wave for them.
All right, well,
but look, listen to these lows.
Okay.
19.
Ooh.
19 on Monday.
Ooh.
Okay, so 27 degrees right now.
So with that being said, then that's why the price is to get out of there.
Tell them how to find this price first.
Well, like I said, I'm not giving any sponsors yet to the sites that you can actually go to. So with me being ex-Google, you just Google, literally Google flights, and Google has their own search engine for trips, things to do, flights, hotels, vacation rentals. A lot of people don't know that. The algorithm in that is awesome. It's probably the best out there. And you know that there's really no favoritism because it's an algorithm from Google taking all of the sites together. So with that being said, Minnesota, Minneapolis to Miami. I think it's actually Lauderdale, but it really doesn't matter. For a round trip, everybody's sitting down at home, got their credit cards out, pick up the phone, start dialing Spirit. Now, that's where I was going to get to. It is Spirit. So
now, have you flown Spirit before?
I have only done it once.
Okay.
But it wasn't. It's one of those things where
it's a ride.
It is. So
so remember when you were a kid?
Yeah.
And you didn't have a car.
Right.
And you didn't really like the dude.
Yeah.
But he had a car.
Yep.
You're like, hey, bro, can I get a ride?
Right.
And then he's like, well, let me just clean it up.
I've made this better. It's a red eye.
It's a red eye.
So you're leaving at midnight.
No problem.
Getting in at 5. So you're sleeping the whole time. You're not going to notice.
You're not even going to notice the lack of amenities on Spirit.
No. Because $75 gets you here round trip.
No, not round trip.
Listen, man.
That's one way, right?
No.
$75 round trip from Minneapolis to Fort Lauderdale. Right now.
Right now.
Oh, your world. Now the world is your oyster now at this point. $75 for the flight, round trip.
A couple $1,000 limit on your credit card. That's almost a payment, right?
And you're living like a king down here.
No, it is.
Okay, $75.
We'll get you here, right? Okay, now we're looking at the rental car because we can't avoid that.
No, you got to get a rental car.
Now, let me tell you, since you're saving on the rental car.
Well, no, flight. Saving on the flight.
I'm saying on the flight. You got the option. Do you need something to convertible to get down here, or are you just once again just going to save some more money to get down here and then just get to the hotel to where then you can splurge? So let's go down both routes.
Okay.
The cheapest car you're going to get from Lauderdale, $9 a day. You're not going to go wrong with the $9 a day.
$9 a day. So you're not even $100 in yet on the first day.
No,
you've only $84 in,
and you've landed in Lauderdale.
In Lauderdale,
South Florida. Let's say.
You've been extracted from 27 degrees.
You sure have.
Okay.
All right. Now, if you wanted to upgrade a little bit and get yourself, like a mini SUV, $30 a day.
Still, first day you're barely over $100.
No, you're still under the $100, and you're not going to go wrong. Ride in style, but like I said, I don't think that's the most important part because it's the view on the way down. Once you get here, the car never gets used.
Is there a convertible anywhere?
I'm sure they do. You're going to be probably looking at $50 or $60 a night, or a day rental on one of those things. But I honestly at this point, I don't know if you want to go down that route because then you're going to get the better hotel.
Get the better hotel versus the better car.
No,
but
for
the
sure.
7-mile bridge.
Well,
and the drive down's a bucket list.
Well, I get that.
Okay, so let's just do this.
Okay. Go ahead.
You can do either or.
Sure.
If the convertible is important to you,
right,
it's available. Probably.
It is. And I don't have an exact price on it right now, but they're about $40.
But it's usually a Mustang or a Camaro.
Yeah.
And it's like the 6-cylinder version.
No, it is. It is. But there's nothing wrong with that when you're just driving it down. Now, we're once again, I'm going to start you out at the more affordable hotel, which this weekend coming up is the Fairfield Inn and Suites by Marriott.
Yep.
The name alone is going to get you quality.
Yep.
Location. It's in Key West. How can you go wrong, right? So I'm not too stressed about the location of the hotel, let alone what it amounts to that it comes with. Because for $166 a night, with the Marriott, you definitely know you're not going to go wrong. So off the bat, the first night, you're not even at $500 with dinner, getting down here, and drinks.
I mean, that's incredible.
It is, definitely.
To go on vacation, $75 round trip.
I can't get over that.
We're even in shock. Like I thought a deal was like $150 round trip.
No. And right now there's a few other places in the country.
Well, let's look at a couple of those other places. I know we were spotlighting Minneapolis, but
sure.
Go ahead. If you're in Seattle,
sure.
Looks like it's $130 round trip.
Well, Seattle would be one of those places that is another main hub, so it's not going to be always the best.
Oh, that's right to Key West.
Yeah, that's right to Key West.
Is that Key West or Miami?
No, that's Key West.
Okay.
So that's probably why that we didn't want to go down that route. You're looking at 138.
138 round trip.
And that's, flying cross country, though.
So there's deals to be had.
Chicago had a good deal. It was
97.
It was like 97.
$97.
Yeah. There was a couple other places in the Midwest. You're not going to go wrong. Just start checking those prices. Tuesday, from my understanding, is the best day to book. You're at least for flights. The hotels right now, I don't think you're going to go wrong. We're sort of coming into the end of a season, so.
Well, no, the season's just started. October to yeah. But October to May is the season.
The actual tourist season, but I was talking about a different season.
Oh, what season's that?
The H word season.
We're coming to the end of it. Yeah, we don't want to say the H word.
No.
We're still going to get probably a little more wind and a little more rain,
sure,
where we're at.
Right.
But that's just the nature of it.
And it is
in the tropics.
Listen, at $75, this week you're able to bring your lover with you, or your best friend, or just a buddy, or even a girlfriend,
or even if you're trying to escape that insignificant other like you were last week.
Even better.
It's even better. Cheaper.
I'm telling you.
You're here within 8 hours, probably.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't really condone the. No, go ahead.
Well, you're here within 8 hours.
Yeah.
So if you've not got your fill from the sunshine and warmth, and you're sitting there going, every year this happens, I sit here and it turns colder than hell. Why do I do this to myself? When my buddy Webb and B, they're down there.
Yeah.
They're just growing their hair long, living their best life, and they're basically inviting me.
Yeah.
What am I doing sitting here in Minneapolis? Or wherever, anywhere north of Key Largo. Why are you there?
Where the temperature has a 6 or below in it.
Yeah, no, my Jacksonville piece, man. Jacksonville, it gets cold there.
Yeah.
Pretty soon. I'm out on that.
Yeah.
The frost line for me is like Key Largo. I'm not going.
You are absolutely right there, buddy.
That's the frost line. All right, so that's your deal of the day. $75, Spirit Airlines, Minneapolis,
round trip.
Right. And then when you get here, you really can you can have what you want.
No, there's so many options. That was the first one. There was more than enough. Get you closer to Duval, on Duval, more affordable in a sense because you saved on the flight. And the rental car is just going to kind of go by wayside. So that's just to get you back up.
Yep.
But no, for sure.
That's my favorite segment we do because
gives people hope, man.
I'm hoping somebody somewhere's going,
thank you guys.
Dude, I can do this. Or, if you inspire somebody to spontaneously take a trip.
Yeah.
Listen, if anybody's out there listening and they do it, do it to where you can be here on a Sunday, and we will have you as a guest on the show.
Please.
That is a standing invitation to anybody that hears a trip that they can find by themselves after our advice. You have a spot on the show.
Yep.
You're a whole segment. Well, actually, let you be the third co-host
for the day.
Well, all right, let's get back into some music.